sometimes you're missing out on the biggest opportunities of your life. And a lot of times it's because you didn't plan on taking them. You didn't even recognize the chance. So head over to nhbusinessshow.com/self-author to really dive into your life, see what you're missing. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Hamster Business Show. My name is Chris Pastrana, and today we are here with Patrick Enxing of Detailing by Pat. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Chris. Great to be here.
Absolutely. So let's learn a little bit about your business, like kind of where it started, where the passion began, all that.
So I grew up around the automotive industry. I grew up with cars. My father's been a car dealer since he's been in the car business since like he was a sophomore in college. He started selling cars. Had a Subaru dealership when I was 4 years old. Cars are my thing. I like having a clean car, and I have a very busy lifestyle like most people. So what I decided to do, I tried to find a way to bring the convenience of having your car cleaned, but it being able to keep the busy lifestyle like most people do. So I came up with this concept, not knowing it was out in like other parts of the country at first. It was just a mobile detailing company where it's like I bring a whole entire shop to you at your house or office or business. So
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so sorry, do you have more?
No, I was gonna say you can interrupt me if you want. I don't care. It's all good.
No. I was gonna say, so how does that work? Mobile detailing. I've heard it before, but I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure the logistics are kind of a pain.
Oh, it can be, depending on who you go to. I've actually taken the time to like do my research. Like basically growing up in the automotive industry, I know the tools and stuff that you would need to be able to run an efficient auto detailing shop. But one thing that stands out for me versus a lot of people you'll either have to provide the water or the electricity. With me, I actually have a generator inside a trailer that I tow behind my truck that I provide my own electricity, and then I have a hot water pressure washer with a 225 gallon water tank that I bring with it, so I provide my own water as well.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like a good service where you
yeah.
literally don't have to be anywhere special, and you can clean the car.
Yeah, exactly. I could be out in the middle of scenic nowhere. Like, you could send me to the middle of the desert and I would probably clean a car. Don't actually have me do that, though. But
Yeah, that'd probably be miserable.
Oh, yeah. Next thing I know, I'd probably be drinking all the water in the tank.
Yeah. So, because I know detailing a car can take a while.
It can. It can. There's always certain steps as to doing it. On average, for it inside and outside on a car, on average takes about 3 hours.
Yeah.
But everything always depends on the condition of the vehicle. Some cars take a lot quicker, some take a lot longer. So whenever I tell a customer when they want their car detailed, I always say, on average, it takes about 3 hours, depending on the condition.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what does a detailing typically entail?
A detailing typically entails, so first off, you start off with washing it, obviously.
Yeah.
Because you got to clean the surface before you can work with it. So with my interior details, when I do interiors, starts off with, I have an air compressor that I have like an air hose that I'll just blow out all the cracks and crevices and all that. I'll vacuum everything. Then I have this thing, a lot of people refer to it as a carpet shampooer, but it's actually, in the automotive industry, it's actually known as a carpet extractor. And what you do is you spray the solution that's in there on it, vacuum it up, and you'll be able to get the nice pattern. So you'll see after you get your car detailed and gets the stains out and all that. Then I go over everything with a general purpose cleaner, like all the surfaces, try and get a general clean on it. Then I use a silicone-free dressing. A lot of people will use a silicone-based stuff like Armor All, stuff like that. Mine has no silicone, so it won't be slippery after you touch it. And then it'll shine up all the surfaces, clean the glass. That's for interiors. Exteriors, what I do is I'll wash it down, clean the wheels, the tires, throw some tire shine on, put some tire shine on all the exterior trim, like the black trim that fades away. Tire shine actually restores it a little bit, but brings it back to a nice shine. I also offer clay bar services where it's like it's kind of hard to explain a clay bar because it's more popular with a lot of show cars.
Yeah.
Where it's like I spray a chemical on, has some detailing clay that I rub onto it and then wipe it away to remove any things. There are other things like, so a lot of people use buffers and stuff. I try not to use a buffer unless I'm trying to correct a scratch or something.
Yeah.
Which sometimes a lot of people don't realize scratches, like, it can take, like, they might be able to come out, but depending on how deep the scratch is, it may not come out. And some people are like, oh, can you take that out? I'll be like, I'll try, but I can't guarantee anything on that. I'm always upfront with the customer.
Yeah.
It's always a key thing, so that way they're not going to feel like they're getting ripped off or anything like that. They know they're going to... I try to set the expectations right then and there when I'm talking to a customer and make sure they know what I can and cannot do. Like, let's say there's a dent in the side of the car, like a big dent, and it's like, oh, can you remove those scratches? Nah, I won't be able to remove those, but...
It's like, yeah, it's missing a door. Can you put that back on for me?
Yeah,
right?
I
can't clean that out.
Yeah, I can't clean that out. Nah.
Yeah, so a little earlier you had mentioned your father was kind of in the automotive industry.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
kind of grew up in that area.
Yeah.
Like, so why switch over to detailing when, again, you could sell cars, which makes quite a bit of money?
Yeah, I've done some car sales for my father.
Yeah.
But I tried to stay away from the family stuff and kind of I wanted to go in my own direction. I also like having a clean car too.
Yeah.
I take pride in it. I take pride in having a clean car, and I take pride in cleaning cars.
Mm-hmm.
Because unlike a lot of people in my family, I actually don't mind working with my hands.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid to get down and dirty and things. So
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, honestly, like, plus we're in a button up shirt. Not my thing. Polo's the most I like to wear.
Yeah. I mean, you could get away with a polo at a dealership, depending on which one you work at. But, you know.
Yeah, I don't
think I can
get away with that at a Volvo dealership right now.
Yeah, maybe not.
Yeah, maybe not.
Where I work, you could probably do it. Because I sell cars. Just kind of like old $10,000 and under used cars, you know. So, we don't have to dress up specifically.
Yeah, exactly. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I know what you mean with that.
That's too funny. So let's talk. This is a interesting area to detail cars in.
Yeah.
Because I feel, again, working in car sales, I know how people treat their cars.
Oh, yeah.
And so just keeping them clean is a mess. And then you got the salt and the weather. And,
oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So how do we go about that? Because that's a fun conversation.
So when I clean this with the salt and everything like that, it all depends on how long it's been treated, how long it's been since it's been detailed. Normally, I can get salt stains out with a carpet extractor, but that doesn't necessarily mean if the salt stains have been growing and growing for like 5 years, I can't really do anything about that. But
yeah, it's probably permanent.
Yeah, it's like embedded in there, like the fibers are like out of the carpet already, and it's just stuck there.
Yeah.
I've seen those. I'm like, I won't be able to get that out. I can try, but I can't guarantee anything.
Yeah.
On that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that's probably not coming out.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, that giant white ring that's now like permanently in your car.
Oh yeah. I mean, I could try it. I mean, a lot of people don't like it, but a lot of people in the industry, they'll have like a special like carpet and vinyl like spray paint that they'll paint over it.
Okay.
I try not to use that stuff because, and some people in my industry even do touch-up paint. I won't do it because I don't want it to come back and haunt me.
Yeah.
If I mess up on something, I'll be like, oh my god, I messed up.
Yeah.
It'll keep me awake for 3 days straight.
Yeah.
If I mess up on one little thing.
Yeah. I've actually seen someone use those like the cloth spray paints and like on the interior of a vehicle, but it was like it wasn't just that was a little spot. Like you might as well have just changed out the entire seat. But they did the entire seat with that spray paint, and I'm like, man, why? Why would you do that?
Oh yeah, exactly. Honestly, anytime I get a new product, I'll try it on my vehicle before I even touch it with a customer's vehicle, and all that. So I test. So what a lot of people do, they don't actually test some of their new products on their own vehicles, whereas me. But if I see a new product, I'm going to test it out on my personal vehicle before I even consider using it on customers.
Yeah.
To find out if I like it, I'll use it. If I don't, out the window it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yes, let's get back into the mobile part again.
Oh, yeah.
Because I know we've kind of brushed
Yeah.
over that really quick.
Oh, yeah, it was very quick, yeah.
Yeah. But, so as far as mobile goes, like, I guess benefits of that, or just tell me a little more about the system in general.
The benefits about it is, like, it's just more, it's like, I understand a lot of people are busy. A lot of people don't like having their cars they don't like dropping their car off, or don't like being away from their cars.
Mm-hmm.
And all that. I totally get that. I'm the same way. So what I ended up doing, I'm like, how can I make it auto detailing shop 100% mobile, where I can literally come to the customer, provide everything you need to have an auto detailing shop set up wherever, and make it more convenient for the customer. So what I decided to do is I did my research. I got a truck and a trailer. Inside my trailer, I have a big hot water pressure washer with a 225 gallon water tank in it. So I provide my own water on everything like that. And whenever I have to fill up the tank, I just fill it up in my house. I always make sure I have enough water before I go to any job site.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, so for electricity, I have a 5,500 watt generator that I bring with me. It's enough to power a house.
Yeah.
It can power my house, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
So if it can power a house, it can easily run a detailing shop.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so I have that. There's an air compressor I have that's on wheels that I can literally just use, like I said, when I have to do that air hose thing to, like, spray out all the cracks and crevices with all that.
Mm-hmm.
So literally, I literally have it set up that, like, the customer doesn't need to supply anything. They just provide the vehicle. Tell me where the vehicle's going to be. I show up with everything right there with my truck and trailer, and I get right to it.
Nice.
And the customer can just focus on what they got to do.
Yeah.
Just get through their day. Knowing me, I've always tried to make people's lives easier.
Mm-hmm.
Like even when I wasn't detailing, I kind of wanted to. I'm like, how can I make it so that way people get a clean car but be mobile? So that's where I came up with this idea. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Now, I can only, since you're going to a bunch of places and cleaning, do you get permission from people a lot when you're going around?
So it all depends, really. If I go to a business, like an office building or something,
yeah,
I would need permission from the property manager
mm-hmm.
for that. But other than that, if it's at somebody's house, if I have permission from
yeah.
the people who live there, that's fine.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Now, this is typically, because I only know a few of them, but I know some people who have detailing shops that are kind of in place. Now, because you're mobile, do you charge more for that type of service, or do you generally stay pretty competitive with everyone else?
I stay kind of competitive. So I'm based out of Windham, New Hampshire, and
mm-hmm.
basically, so I have it. So the first 15 miles outside of Windham, New Hampshire, which will get as far as like Andover, Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Like on the southern end, all that, anything like that, it's like free. But any additional mile after that, I charge about $6 a mile just to cover fuel and stuff, because I got a diesel truck. That stuff's not cheap. That stuff's not cheap. So yeah.
That's too funny.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna take a quick break for our sponsors. Everyone, hold right on. If you would like to sponsor the New Hampshire Business Show, give me an email at nhbusinessshow@gmail.com. I'd love to speak with you. We are industry exclusive, so if, say, a realtor would like to advertise on the show, I will not take any more realtors. And it gives you great exposure amongst the market as my audience grows, as it becomes more. You get bigger potential, we grow. It's fantastic, right? So if you support what we do and you want to reach out to my audience, send me an email, nhbusinessshow@gmail.com, and we'll work it out. So I had a really exciting week. Continuing on with my weight loss journey. I had labs done by my doctors and some your routine testing, and blood pressure is way down. It used to be borderline/high. Now, the blood pressure is correcting itself, cholesterol is correcting itself. I'm like not pre-diabetic anymore. It's really good to start becoming healthy again. And if that's something that, outside of just losing weight, people don't realize is a real benefit to you. So head over to nhbusinessshow.com/ideal to reach out to Stephanie to start your weight loss journey so that, you can get the other benefits of losing weight. It's pretty cool. So for your company, is it just you? You're running it all by yourself?
It's just me.
Yeah. Are you looking to grow in the future, or are you trying to keep it pretty small?
I do want to grow in the future, but it's just more like I'm not at that point yet.
Yeah.
I need to get myself overloaded with work and have a ton of money coming in first before I can even consider hiring somebody.
Yeah. So I guess this is kind of a pretty straightforward question, but what are some things that you would need to kind of bump up to the next level? And more jobs, clearly. Yeah,
more jobs. Basically, I would need enough money to at least have another vehicle.
Okay.
For it, because I'm running it out of my truck right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. More jobs, another vehicle. That's pretty much all I would need right now.
Oh, gee. So, I mean, you're probably looking at some place in the near future, that's not bad. And then, whatever, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, I like, it's one of the questions I like to ask, and sometimes I don't ask it, is just like, it's like, where do you want it to go? Because I know some people do want
I want to try and get this company, like, all over the country.
That'd be cool.
Because it's like, I mean, this concept's heard of down, like, in California and Florida and all those nice places down south. Mm-hmm. But nowhere up north. Nowhere up north has even thought about doing stuff like this. Yeah. I mean, it could be tough in the wintertime, I know that, but I do snow plowing to make up for it. Yeah.
So. Oh, I was saying, it would be really cool if you could, like, this is a dumb idea, I don't know why I thought of it, but, you know how they have lifts for cars in garages?
Yep.
Find out how to do a mobile lift so that you could spray coat the underside of cars to protect them. That'd be awesome.
They do make mobile lifts. They make mobile lifts.
Yeah, I'm saying. Because, people, they're constantly complaining about the rust in the winter and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
They'd be like, we'll come to your house, mobile, throw the car up on the lift, clean it, detail it, and spray it so you don't have to worry about the rust anymore.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that would be awesome. Honestly, I do want to try it. Actually, I should. I wonder if, depending on how tall the car is, I wonder if I would actually be able to fit I have a floor jack I have at the house because I do a lot of work on my truck.
Yeah.
So I wonder if I might be able to use that just to jack it up, stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, I have no idea what is in that type of stuff, but I don't know. I guess if you figure out how to do it safely and cleanly, then
absolutely,
it'd probably be a hell of a business.
Yeah, a lot of,
run.
But I know a lot of people for spraying underneath a car.
Yeah.
All that. Some people actually use truck bed lining. Some people do that.
Yeah.
And knowing that, you gotta have the proper area for it. Almost like a car painting booth, like what you would go to repaint a car in.
Yeah. Yeah. Very ventilated.
Very ventilated. It's got to be it's got to be set at a certain temperature. Otherwise, everything's gonna get messed up, and so there's not really a way I can be mobile with that.
Yeah. Well, if you can figure it out, you'll make yourself a lot of money.
Oh yeah.
Plus my commission. So. Oh, that's too funny. It's a joke, by the way. So.
Yeah. No worries. You're good.
So, I love giving out free ideas to everybody because I would never be able to do anything with it. I don't care.
Yeah, exactly.
Someone else could. Yeah. So, are you going to be looking to expand from mobile into stationary as well, or are you just
what I want to do is so Wyndham doesn't have a car wash at all.
Yeah.
So I want to have a car wash and detailing center in Wyndham at one point. Have that, but also still have the mobile detailing as well. Because I know a lot of people like having the mobile factor.
Yeah. That's pretty cool that there's a hole in the industry that's waiting for you right there.
I know, and I'm I want it, but I want it, but I gotta have the funding for it, and then I also gotta sit in front of the town of Wyndham, say how can I make sure it's actually gonna be safe for the environment if I do it that way?
Yeah.
Because there's certain restrictions as to why there's not a car wash in Wyndham right now.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know exactly what they are though, but I can look into it.
Yeah, it probably has. I can only imagine it's something to do with water runoff or something.
I have a feeling it's
lines.
something to do like I have a feeling it has something to do with that.
Yeah.
But if I could find a way that like I could actually like be able to recycle the water, like have it recycled like throughout like the whole like for the car washing part, I'm pretty sure there probably would be no issues with it.
Yeah,
But
it's something to
look
look into.
it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I love these little brainstorming sessions because I'm like, oh, what can I do? It's
Yeah,
kinda fun,
exactly.
you know? That's too funny. So, I asked a guest this once and he didn't really have an answer for me. Out of all the cars you've done, do you have a favorite? Like one that stands out that you're like, oh, I was so glad to clean that car.
I got a few up there.
Yeah.
Well, it all depends on if we're talking stuff within my family or stuff outside of my family because I've done
whatever you've done, something that's been fun to clean.
I got categories for each. So
Yeah.
I've done. So outside of the family, I've done a Maserati and not a Maserati, a Bentley and a Ferrari.
Yeah.
Those were fun. I went up to Durham, New Hampshire one day. Like this was last year in the fall.
Yeah.
This guy, he was like an investment broker.
Yeah.
He literally he calls me up there to do like 4 cars. Like one was his wife's Lincoln MKX. The other one's his new, like a brand new Lincoln Continental.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was a 2015 Bentley and then a Ferrari. I'm like, oh my god, yes.
Yeah.
I remember I was reading my email at like 10 o'clock at night that when he emailed me. He's like, I got 4 cars I want you to detail. I'm like, and I see the words Bentley and Ferrari. I'm I'm replying right away.
Yeah. It's like,
Yeah.
we are doing it.
I'm like, I will do what it takes to get this.
That is too funny.
Yeah.
And
then like for family stuff, like my dad has a car collection, so
that's pretty cool.
So I've done some of the classic cars he has. He's also got a 2015 Chevy Corvette.
Yeah.
That I've done. I swear to God, the thing's like blacked out. It almost looks like if you didn't know any better, you could think it would be the Batmobile for crying out loud.
That's pretty funny.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, flip side of it, worst cars you've ever seen.
Worst cars I've ever seen. Toyota Prius.
Yeah.
Not even kidding. 95% of the Toyota Priuses I see, like, it's like, all right, you're trying to contribute to the environment, but at the same time, you're not going to have your car cleaned regularly. Like, you're just going to let it be a pigsty in there. Like, come on.
Yeah. That's too funny.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because I've seen some really nasty cars, especially in the line of sales I'm in, where I work on lower-end cars.
Oh, yeah.
And it's hysterical, especially...
there was this Toyota Sienna I was doing like a couple weeks ago. I don't know what the heck happened in there, but like, I swear to God, every time I vacuumed, it would just be like, it was like the vacuum never even ran through. I'm like, are you kidding me? It was like a bomb went off in there.
Yeah, that's too funny.
Oh my God.
Oh man, yeah, I had, I used to always enjoy when we would get cars from the auction that were repoed, because we just knew.
Auto Auction New England?
Well, any of them.
I was going to say, if it was Auto Auction New England, I know that place too well. That's actually where I started detailing cars over there.
Yeah, and
for the DeLuca family.
The ones I used to get were down in North Carolina, where I was stationed when I was in the Army.
Oh yeah.
And so they're nice cars. They have no snow, no salt on the road, so they're generally pretty well kept. But you pull one back from the auction if it was repoed, which they were quite a bit,
oh my God.
And they would trash the inside of these cars.
Oh my God! When I worked at Auto Auction New England in Londonderry,
yeah.
I swear to God, there were cars like that had bags of trash, like just repoed, like literally bags of trash, like with trash inside trash bags all over the car. I'm like, and then there would still be more. I swear to God, some of those cars would take like 5 trash barrels worth of trash.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God.
It's so funny. It's like, why?
Those like take forever.
Yeah.
Those take forever. I'm like,
yeah.
Oh my God.
But he does them.
Yep.
Little plug for you.
Yep.
Cool. So is there anything coming up as far as things you want to talk about, specials, anything?
Nothing really for specials right now. Besides the fact, so this is an ongoing special I do have, because I have a lot of respect for military veterans and law enforcement. For any military personnel, veterans, or law enforcement personnel, I offer 15% off all of my services. The one thing I do ask, just for beneficial for you guys, is that I want to make sure that you guys prove that you were in the military, so that you're not, so that way somebody's not going to try and somebody's not trying to scam me out of like just for getting a discount and making it unfair for you guys. So
yeah, cool, awesome. I like that.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for joining me today. This has been a lot of fun. And
Yeah,
I love talking cars.
Oh yeah, cars are always thing. And honestly, you can even call me if you want to talk about cars. I'll talk about cars all day long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So people that want to get in touch with you, how do they do it?
So you can go on my Facebook, on my website, www.detailandbypat.com. It has my company cell phone number on there. Also has my email. You can even book your appointment. You can even book a car detailing appointment right from my website too, and you can even pay for your services up front too if you wanted to through credit card on the website.
Nice.
All that, so
pretty cool.
So, and I'm always trying to engage with all my customers on social media. So like, especially Facebook, a lot of my customers respond to me through Facebook. So on my company Detail My Pat Facebook page, you can easily reach out to me from there, and I try to respond within like an hour at least. So
okay, pretty cool, awesome. So thank you so much for joining me today. It's been a lot of fun, and everyone else, like you said, 15% off. Just bring an ID, DD214, any of that fun stuff that proves you were a military vet, law enforcement, all that fun jazz.
Yeah.
So everyone, be good. We're gonna roll out with the last word from our sponsors, and everyone have a great day. So now is the time. I want to introduce everyone to Chestnut Travel Agency. If you remember, we had her on the show just a short while ago. She's coming on as a sponsor for the show. So if you want a dream vacation, check her out, see what services she has for you, and stop waiting to go on that special trip. Take it now.